The person watching this video is an absolute idiot, just like the scientists that thought these inventions would work. Anyways, people die. A lot. Like 100 billion and one people have died. Random scientists. What if we can revive people? With electricity. After all, the body's just a machine that needs power. In order to revive someone, we need 3 steps. Step 1. Die. Step 2. Attach wires to everything important. Step 3. Electrocute the dead person. He just came back to life. Except he didn't. He's still dead as a rock. So why didn't it work? Well, it turns out the body's slightly more complicated than a toaster. It needs more than just electricity. And that's why the resurrection machine failed. Kinda like you. Next time we should ask my friend's friend. Apparently he resurrected like negative 2,000 years ago. Don't you ever wish people couldn't see you? Not really. Random scientist. Perfect. I have an invisibility code that makes you invisible. In order for this to work, we need to understand why people see you. People see you because of light. Light bounces off you like a basketball and hits them right in the eye. We have 2 options. Option 1 is to take everyone's eyes out. Option 2, make it so the light doesn't bounce off you. Since it's illegal to take people's eyes out, we'll stick with option 2. How do we do that exactly? We just need mirrors to reflect the light behind you instead of you. You're invisible. One small problem, you can't move. If you move, the whole illusion is ruined. This thing sucks. You know what else sucks? When it starts to rain while you're walking home. Probably top 2 worst feelings. Number 1 would probably be dying on purpose to see if the resurrection machine works. If only we could push away our rain with a huge blast. That's a great idea. How can we push rain away? Well, rain comes from clouds, so all we need to do is push a cloud away. We're too short to push them away. Let's build a cannon that screams so loud that the sound waves push the clouds. Bad news, it didn't work. To be fair, the idea was quite stupid. We need to build a giant robot to be able to push the clouds away, but we lost all our funding. Maybe we can make it rain. I thought we were trying to make it stop raining. Well, yes, but sometimes rain is good. Like when it helps people shower. Instead of pushing clouds away, we need to encourage them a little to make it rain. And what best way to encourage them than by shooting at them? Their way of thinking scares me. But sure, let's try. So we did it, and it's raining. It must work. Or it's pure coincidence. Spoiler alert, it was pure coincidence. Turns out it's a lot harder to manipulate the weather than we thought. Let's build the self-defending house. That's actually a great idea. It'll be a normal looking house, but with some hidden features. Yeah, we can put some sensors that instantly warn the police when there's an intruder. Random crazy scientist. Nah, I was thinking we put tear gas and hidden traps so that it kills any intruders without any warning. I'm starting to believe you're mentally unstable, but fine, let's do that. Quick question, how will the house know if someone's an intruder or a friend or a family member? Random scientist. That's the fun part. It won't. The house could mistake the owner as intruder. So yeah, let's not build that. It's a safety hazard. Also, who's going to maintain all the traps and all the other things? Not me. Not me. Definitely not me. You ever get so mad at someone that you want to freeze them until the end of times? No. Perfect. Try the instant ice weapon. It's meant to freeze things instead of unfreezing them. Crazy scientist. I've never used it, so let's test it. On bees. Because bees suck and sting people, and I don't like it. 3, 2, 1. Shoot! It didn't work. Instead, the weapon froze itself, like the earth does every once in a while. It costed us millions of dollars to come up with this weapon just for it to freeze itself. And now it's fragile. So it broke into like 102,356 pieces. So we can't even fix it. And yes, I counted. Almost how your phone somehow keeps track of every single step you take throughout the day. Speaking of steps.
Are you tired of walking? Yes, I'm tired of walking. Of course you are. Anyways, good news. In the 1960s and 70s, architects started thinking about cities differently. One of them was Paolo Soleri, an Italian-American architect, who looked at American cities spreading outward. Roads getting longer, traffic getting worse, and thinks, this is too spread out. So he designed something new. Arcology. A city inside of one massive structure. Homes, schools, workplaces, farms, restaurants, amusement parks, anything and everything. All stacked on top of each other. So instead of driving across the city, you just go up. I'm going to the 7,621st floor. Goodbye. On paper, it looks perfect. Less travel, less land use, everything connected. But when people imagine actually living there, they start saying things like, man, I miss the old city. This doesn't feel the same. And the biggest problem shows up. Money. And this is really hard to build in real life. If you took a massive, shiny, reflective cookie tray and put that in space, somehow that could be life-changing. A bunch of smart people thought they could put a thin, reflective sheet in space. It catches sunlight and sends it back to Earth with the idea of having sunlight in any location at any time. Zenemaya space mirror. But then people start reacting to the idea. Yay, we can have sunlight anywhere we go. Knock knock, who's there? A random person who lives in a random location who doesn't want random sunlight at 2 a.m. in the night. This idea is not safe for the environment, animals, and pretty selfish. One small thing. It's too expensive, and even worse, we don't know how to make it. It's gonna keep floating away, and since it'll be massive, a tiny rock can break it. What if we build a mini Earth? A self-contained Earth inside a structure, a sealed system, air, water, plants, animals, everything recycled, everything closed. The perfect world, yay! A dome weather city, aka a place where humans could live without outside resources. Just inside using those resources. It was called Biosphere 2. Built in the early 1990s in the desert in Arizona, hot, empty, and perfect for testing the we can control everything now. Scientists step inside, close the system, seal it, and leave the Earth behind. Wow, this place is nice. Feels like Earth. At first it looks promising. Plants grow, air circulates, food is produced, everything is working, and then it starts changing quietly. Oxygen levels drop, some plants grow too much, some don't grow enough. Living organisms do what living organisms do, whatever they want. And suddenly the system that was supposed to be stable is unstable. It's reacting, adapting, and the small things add up. Then somebody with a brain starts thinking and says, I have a brain and I'm thinking. We can't control the media, politics, a little kid from going inside a white van. How can we control a tiny Earth in a bubble? Ecosystems don't follow instructions. Now, no matter how much time you ask for, you're wasting time asking for the time you need. So the easiest thing to do is go back in time and ask for more time. That's exactly what Albert Einstein wanted to do. Well, almost. And he came up with this. Space and time are actually the same thing, aka complicated words and numbers put on a paper. Then the other scientist said, close time like curves. Which is the path where time bends around and connects back to itself. So, time travel? Mathematically, yes. Can we do it? No. Why not? It breaks casualty, or needs infinite energy. Come on, if we can't time travel, can't we freeze time? Technically, yes. According to Einstein. Does he know everything? Apparently he does. If you get a really cold air conditioner and air condition the air atoms, then the air atoms get so cold it freezes. Man, freezing time is easy. One small issue, we can only freeze time inside a small jar for about a second.
It's 1918. Radium is new. Radium is shiny, and it makes you glow. But some people think radium might be good for you, because apparently glowing means healthy. Then comes William J.A. Bailey. Not a doctor, a Harvard dropout, but he had confidence, medical confidence. He starts Bailey Radium Laboratories in East Orange, New Jersey, and sells a drink called Radithor. Tiny bottle, half an ounce, triple distilled water with radium-226 and radium-228 inside. So basically, Radithor was Chernobyl water's rich cousin, except worse, because Chernobyl was an accident. This had a label and was sold as a health product. They also had eerie slogans. Perpetual sunshine and a cure for the living dead, which sounds less like medicine and more like something a drug dealer tries to sell behind a gas station. Radithor costs $1 a bottle. Might seem pretty cheap. Back then, that was expensive, but people bought it because it promised energy, health, pain relief, manly powers, everything. Did it work? No, but the ads worked, and that was a problem. Radium goes into your bones and your body mistakes it for calcium. Then your bones become storage units for bad decisions. Over the course of 7 years, a man named Eben Byers drinks a lot of it. His teeth fall out, his jaw falls apart, and he dies in 1932. And then everyone realizes maybe the radioactive health drink was not health. It failed because the cure was the disease. The isolator was invented by Hugo Gernsback in 1925. Gernsback was a writer, editor, inventor, and publisher of science magazines. He had one big problem. People get distracted. Noise, movement, conversations, other humans existing nearby. So he created a helmet designed to block out outside distractions. It was called the isolator. The helmet was made from wood, cork, and felt. Cork helped block sound, felt helped seal the inside, and the wood, well, it was made of wood. And the eye openings were tiny, not windows, slits, just enough to see the paper in front of you. Focus in a box. But there was a problem. He forgot to add vents. After wearing it for a while, people got tired and drowsy. So Gernsback decided to add an oxygen tube so you can actually breathe. A later version was claimed to block around 90 to 95% of outside sound, but it wasn't that useful compared to other methods. The product looked like a medieval torture device, and felt like one too. It would be easier to just lock in. Project Pigeon started in World War II. The problem was simple. Missiles were not very accurate yet, and pilots had to get dangerously close to enemy ships to hit them. So psychologist B.F. Skinner had an idea, not a normal idea. He believed pigeons could be trained to recognize a target and guide a bomb towards it. So the plan was, put pigeons inside the nose of a missile, show them the target, and train them to peck at it. So basically, bird sees ship, bird pecks ship, ship dies. Pigeon pilot. The design used 3 pigeons in separate compartments, and weirdly, the pigeons actually learned it. That was not the failure. The failure was convincing the military that a missile controlled by birds was a good idea. At the time, radar was improving, and compared to radar, pigeons looked insane, so Project Pigeon was cancelled. The Panjandrum was a British World War II weapon, and the idea was, what if a bomb had wheels and no common sense? The problem was German beach defenses. Big concrete walls, bunkers, obstacles, very annoying things to drive a tank through. So Britain needed a weapon that could launch from a landing craft, roll across the beach, smash into a wall, and explode. Simple. I have an idea, said the director of miscellaneous weapon development. So they built this giant spinning rocket wheel. Seriously, 2 massive wooden wheels, a center drum full of explosives, rockets strapped all around it, which really sounds like something a cartoon villain would draw at 3 a.m. Then they tested it, and immediately, a problem. One rocket fires harder than the others, one breaks off, another rocket flies into the air. Now everyone watching the test remembers they have legs, so they run. Engineers tried fixing it, but every version was unstable. The final test in 1944 was supposed to prove it worked. It did not. It failed, and they even recorded it. The weapon had one job: go straight.